Hey, this is Notser, and this is 611, North American server. It went live, we streamed it, and here's my impression. So this is the Moskva. We're going up against the Shimakaze over by A point on trap. I'm using radar, and I'm hitting the laser guns. You need to be very careful if you are a destroyer and you need to pull back. This is a very easy engage. 11, 12, 13. It's just so easy. So just be careful. But let's talk about 611 Notser because it's live. I heard that Smoke was getting nerfed. Firing from Smoke, you know, what's going on? Well, that is not happening in 611. What 611 is introducing, and did introduce, is clan resources and an economy to encourage people to play as a clan or work together in your clan towards a common goal. These common goals can be upgrading the size of the clan, improving the income of the clan while playing certain types and certain factions, and XP earn and all that stuff. So it's a pretty interesting way of getting people to, you know, contribute to a greater good that is the clan, because we all know there's something bigger than us all. And for World of Warships, it's clans. So clans have, I think, a top of 30 people who can be in them, and I think you can upgrade them to 50. Some people have disliked that. I understand the dislike. It seems like it's an arbitrary thing to put in the game, you know, the size. I would more prefer that a clan could be any size, but you had maybe certain ranks where they benefited more from being in the clan, or maybe they contributed more. And that would be something that you could upgrade to allow the clan to feel like, ah, yes, we're more powerful. If the clan is a certain size, well, that's irrelevant, right? But the larger a clan is, the more incentive you need for people to contribute to that clan, I have found. The smaller they stay, the more personal it can be, and you'll be like, hey, let's just do this today. But as you get larger and larger and larger, it feels like, hey, it's unwieldy. What can I really provide to the clan that anyone else, you know, can't or couldn't? Well, if you were to get a little bit more reward for being a higher rank, and maybe these certain ranks were only offered in a select amount, and that was what you could upgrade in your clan rather than the total size, I think that'd be pretty cool. It'd be a nice compromise for people who are like, hey, my clan's 200 people. Why can't I have a clan that's 200 people? I have heard that they don't want clans to get too big, because if they get too big, well, they don't see a lot of people playing in those clans. You know, only a certain amount. They would rather have a wider, you know, if there's 60 people in a clan, they'd rather have that clan break off into 2 clans that have a schedule that works better for them. I'm not really into this whole thing. I've got plenty of time making content, hanging out with my dogs. I raid in WoW, so that's basically my clan. But I understand that people want more incentive to play with their friends, play in their clan, and work together. And I get it. And this is the starting point. So you earn the oil through containers that are earned either in-game or out-of-game, and the out-of-game is kind of controversial. It does allow you to convert real money into more premium rewards. You know, you get more credit income for each game. It costs less for the ship. You get more XP. It's easier for you to unlock certain factions, you know, all that stuff. It saves you time. It saves you money. It allows you to buy more premium consumables, so you're always more powerful than if you were using regular consumables. This has been a wargaming trait for forever, but premium consumables are nowhere near as egregious as premium ammo to me. Premium ammo takes away a lot of the play and counterplay. A premium consumable is definitely a benefit, but it still requires that the player actually play the game. I have to decide when to use it correctly, and it still goes on cooldown. Is it very powerful? Absolutely, but it is an investment. A lot of credits. It could slow you down and your progress up the regular ship line, you know, all this stuff. For some people, you have to consider, do I want this or not? If you get a premium ship like the Missouri, which, by the way, you can earn through just playing the game, which is great. I think it's fantastic that one of the best premium ships in the game, one of the best vehicles they've ever released in the game, is something that you could earn from only playing in-game. You don't have to spend a single dime, and that's great. I highly recommend everyone do that, but let's not act like allowing someone to earn oil through spending real money on containers outside the game is cool. You know, oh, that's completely normal. Not really. I don't have any problem with the 3 containers you earn, or even these super containers during special event. I just got lucky that I was such a failure and I didn't unlock all of these super containers because I was away. I was on vacation. I actually contributed about 200 oil on my first day because of all the super containers that I earned through this event. I just got lucky. Now, is it a big deal? No, not really, because it doesn't give you measurable power in game. It just improves the economy for you. It just improves the speed that you train up a commander or anything like that. But there's always a power associated with anything. Time invested, all that stuff. So, but the clans are in. There is a resource, oil. You earn it every time you earn a container. That's where the oil's coming from. No, you can't, like, you know, like, I don't know. It's earned when the container is added to your inventory. It's not earned when you open the container. So, just keep that in mind. Now, what else did they add in 6.11? Well, the Pan-Asian destroyers are now in the tech tree, and you can see them. You just can't play them. They're coming soon. Now, the reason they're in is because deepwater torpedoes are in, and the testers need to test deepwater torpedoes. If you run into a Pan-Asian destroyer, you might run into deepwater torpedoes, so just be careful. What are deepwater torpedoes for anyone who hasn't? They're basically torpedoes that only do damage to battleships, heavy cruisers, and some light cruisers. They will go safely under destroyers and some light cruisers because they have a very shallow draft. If it's a deep draft, you know, like a Moskva is a deep draft, it's basically a battleship or an aircraft carrier for that matter. They will definitely take the damage of these torpedoes. They don't really look that different though in game. I'm hoping that there's something that they can communicate, you know, maybe a different symbol or a different ping sound. I really don't want people to be super confused when they immediately see this torpedo and it's like, oh, okay, I'm a destroyer, I'm going to take it out. It was fake. Great. And then they don't treat all the torpedoes as dangerous as they actually are, you know. So that's something to consider. It is in-game. It's not very prevalent. You might run into one super tester in 1,000, but it is there. And I believe it's only on the Pan-Asian destroyers right now. It is not on the Graf Zeppelin or anything else. So only those Pan-Asian destroyers. Another thing that they added to the game, they added a little bit of quality of life improvement to smoke. When you are firing in smoke, on the public test server, it would bloom your ship based on your gun caliber and your type. That is not in the game right now as of 6.11. That was pushed back, maybe 6.12. What is right now in game is that the bloom indicator actually shrinks down to 2 kilometers, the body spot range that you would expect. This is fantastic. This is wargaming either listening to feedback or already doing it, and it's great. It's great that it's in the game. Look. Right now I'm in smoke, and you notice that my bloom shrunk all the way down. You can barely see it. It's 2 kilometers. If I fire my gun while in smoke, I will not bloom my gun out a single millimeter. Now watch this when I fire. Look, you don't see the gun bloom at all. You used to see the gun bloom. Since the implementation has not gone live yet, I think it's 6.12, for set amount of range when you fire your gun, it will bloom out to the range. I think for the Moskva, it's something like, I want to say like 10 kilometers. That's not in the game right now. What is in the game is when you're in smoke, it drops it down to 2 kilometers. It doesn't change at all when you fire. But clearly the quality of life radar or the mini-map improvement exists in the game, and that's great. That's fantastic. Everyone will notice that, and I was like, on my first game when I was in Smoke, I was like, did I just imagine that my gun bloom shrunk all the way down? And initially they were like, no, no, you're crazy, Notser. Oh, who's crazy now? And then obviously we confirmed it. Take out the enemy gearing. We've got the side of the Yamato. I'm going to unload my HE and then switch to AP. If I was a better player, I could probably switch to AP with that cell. But, you know, it's irrelevant at this point. We're reloading, and I'm aiming just near the gun. Oh, yes. Side shot for 18,000. Yes, please. Thank you very much. So that's basically 611. Clan economy, deepwater torpedoes, Pan-Asian tech tree for preview purposes, and then the quality of life improvement for smoke feedback. We should expect, and this guy wants to totally ram me. He wants to totally ram me. I have no chance as long as he's bow on to kill him. I'm trying to hit the superstructure, but there's just nothing. So I'm just going to ram him. No big deal for me. Take out a healthy target. Allow my team a chance to win the game. So yeah, whenever the smoke change goes in, I'm sure it's going to give feedback for the bloom, and it'll be fantastic. I think that's absolutely what the game should strive to do. Put in a change that is easily communicated through playing one match in it, and yeah, I don't have any issue with that at all. And look at this yellow bus guy. So anyone who's curious where the hell this camo is coming from, it's on North America, and it's for back to school. In North America, or I don't know if this is in Mexico or Canada, but in the United States, there are massive amounts of back to school sales. And this is just them trying to, you know, oh, it's on your mind. Why don't you spend money and buy some yellow camo that looks hideous or beautiful? It's in the eye of the beholder, right? Speaking of eye of beholder, this turret's just torp that guy. Oh, yeah. And it looks like we are going to win this game as a team. Yes, we are. So that was fun. I hope you enjoyed seeing this. I hope you understand, appreciate 611. I wish nothing but the best of luck to you and whatever you're trying to do. If you're trying to get your clan going, there is one, like I think the headquarters is like 10 million oil. That just means they haven't implemented it yet. Remember when you couldn't get the 19th skill on the commander? It was like 100 million commander XP? Yeah, it just means they didn't implement it yet. But this was a fantastic game by a lot of people. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it for sure. Moskva is a very enjoyable ship to play. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time.